Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So yesterday, there was a video that circulated about an interview that was conducted on NGUNYI. And NGUNYI decided to pull the smear and mudslinging campaign card on Wajakoya and expect Kenyans to believe him.
UHURU'S argument was that this will end up hurting some of us. And I said, in any case, you will not be running for president. What's the problem with it? Let us do it and at least propel your deputy into office.
I thought the most moral, mature or acceptable move is always to keep the secrets of your boss safely. What we expected from NGUNYI was a person who is capable of keeping a secret, whether bad or good. But the most shocking thing is how NGUNYI has also decided to pick a fight with Wajakoya by tweeting the following. Dear Wajakoya, at the core, you are what political scientists call a useful idiot. Clever but stupid. That is why we funded your manifesto launch, to irritate Ruto. If I was allowed to use you, a runoff was inevitable and Babaman would be the president today. I think the most moral thing is always to let the sleeping dog lie. But I know Wajakoya and how aggressive he is. He is definitely going to respond to NGUNYI's assertions. And believe me, we are going to witness some character assassination moves. Wajakoya is that kind of person you cannot mess with. The good thing with all these, assertions from NGUNYI, Kenyans have totally rejected what he has said. Because most people believe that NGUNYI is making these assertions because he finds himself lonely and he wants to be somehow relevant, or somehow maybe he wants to get some cash. You see, like the case of Atwoli, who also had to put up some lies to be able to secure that appointment. And that's why Atwoli is part of that team that was in charge of, picking a DPP. So the move by NGUNYI to make these assertions is equivalent to the move that Atwoli made. But I agree with Ahmed Nasir, who rubbished NGUNYI's defection to Kenya Kwanza. He said, Prof, you were ordered or told to hate His Excellency William Ruto. You were not strong or smart enough to think for yourself. The defection of a poodle is worthless. We are only interested in that of the master. So, I think you understand this narrative. A poodle and the master. Poodle is just a dog, hairy dog. Just like the one I'm sharing in that picture. Just check, there's a poodle. So the master owns the poodle. So what Amenasi told NGUNYI back then is that they are not interested in the poodle. They are interested in the master. They are interested in Uhuru Kenyatta, not the poodle. So NGUNYI is merely trying to anajipendekeza kwa Kenya Kwanza ili apate favorism. So he wants to earn big cash. That's why he decided to wacha mimi pia nikuje mkia. I'm a poodle. So I mean, Nasir is telling NGUNYI, you're just a poodle. We are interested in your master. Your master is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. To be honest, nobody is interested in NGUNYI. I've never seen William Ruto mention NGUNYI anywhere because is insignificant. I mean, that's the reality. I have never had, the likes of Gachagua, never had Mudavadi, never had. In fact, even Raila doesn't even recognize him. So this issue of kujipendekeza is what Ahmed Nasir gave as a response to NGUNYI's move when he said he has defected from Azimio to Kenya Kwanza. But yesterday night, he made some serious allegations which will not sit well with Wajakoya. And we know Wajakoya very well. Wajakoya is going to come back at him with a lot of force, and it's not going to be easy. We are going to see some character assassination, ladies and gentlemen. But let's just check something. I want us to go through this interview, the wordings and what Mutahi Ngunyi said. I want us to go through these words before we can get further in this analysis. So let's check this video.
Uhuru's argument was that this will end up hurting some of us. And I said, in any case, you will not be running for president. What's the problem with it? Let us do it and at least propel your deputy into office. I did that. I was actually asked to stop. At some point, I would want to reveal that my accounts were frozen 2 times. Defected from the original idea of Jubilee was actually Uhuru Kenyatta when he decided to support Raila Odinga. And because I was supporting Uhuru and Ruto, both of them, from 2013 when I did the tyranny of numbers, Uhuru came as a surprise to me when he said that the direction now is William Ruto. I told him I have a problem with trying to sell Raila in central Kenya. And I said that the wave for Ruto has really peaked, and this will be quite problematic. And so I got a little bit of it from the friends of Uhuru Kenyatta, and we funded the Wajakoya launch. And the way we did it is that we wanted it to be launched on the same day that Ruto was doing his launch. And our thinking was that Ruto is of a choleric temper. So I wanted to do this as a way of irritating him. So that when you have half screen, Wajakoya speaking here and Ruto speaking here. And that's exactly what happened. But telling him, do you know you're the one who's in charge of this election and running it? You know you're the one who is in charge of ensuring that we have victory. First, we had Kiamba that we lost. We had Juja that we lost. We cannot afford to lose this election on behalf of Uhuru Kenyatta. Biso tells me, who told you I'm in charge of this election? I have absolutely no role in it. Then I ask him, do you have any connection with the Raila team? And he says, I have absolutely no link. So I was one who was now giving him some links on how to begin into the thick of the campaign. So looking at that and wondering if it's a provincial administration, you're not in charge of this election, then who is? That used to disturb me a lot was the fact that he used to use the same washroom as the rest of us, as deputy president. Well, as the rest facilities, the chief of staff and the head of public service has a washroom that is red carpeted, golden taps. I used to ask myself, why wouldn't Ruto be allowed to use at least that facility? I'm a dog of war for a mercenary for public good. You see, Uhuru Kenyatta has retired. William Ruto has been in power for one year now, almost. But Uhuru Kenyatta has refused to exit the state.
But if you go to Mutahi Ngunyi's Twitter account, or now called the X account, at the top it's written, unapologetically Afrocentric, a believer in the cross and the clock. Of course, there's that forethought school of government. So forget the other details of that title. Forget the other details. Let's focus on the word unapologetically. So if you go to the dictionary, and the meaning of unapologetically means it's like it's in a manner that does not acknowledge or express regrets. Or it also means without being sorry about having caused someone problems or unhappiness. And according to NGUNYI's assertions yesterday in that interview, in that video that I've shared, we can as well say that NGUNYI should go to his Twitter handle and change that title, to probably mean something else, because it cannot be unapologetically anymore, because he's literally trying to regret, and also going to an extent of saying that he's going to unite the master Ahmed Nasir referred to here, and we know the master is Uhuru Kenyatta and Ruto. So how Mutahi Ngunyi is going to initiate this reconciliation move is one thing that we are yet to know. Because how is he going to make that move if already decided to spill the beans? He could have kept the secrets, whether they are true or lies. He could have kept them safely, first of all, before making that move of saying, let me unite the two. Because nobody believes him. Those are his own words. You know what I mean? In Kenya, you are entitled to your own opinion. So those are the words of Mutahi Ngunyi. We can't say those are words of there is no evidence to say that whatever Mutahi Ngunyi said there ni ukweli ama ni uongo. There's no evidence. So we can say hizo ni tu kujipendekeza kwa Kenya Kwanza, just like we said that. I said about that when we were starting this analysis, that it's just a move of kujipendekeza, just like Ahmed Nasir has said. Unajipendekeza kwa serikali by destroying your employer. How is that going to work? And I think Mutahi Ngunyi should have thought twice, because sasa yeye ataaminika vipi na Ruto? Hata akiona Ruto atamwamini vipi? If your former boss umemexpose, maybe unasema ukweli ama ni uongo, but umemexpose in that way, what can stop you from exposing the new boss ambao unataka? Ukitaka maybe Ruto akufanya to be your new boss, how will that work? I mean, if you are to expose William Ruto in future. So I think Ruto will also not atamwangalia huyu kwa from a different angle, and I don't think he will agree to work with Ngunyi, but of course that is what he wants. He misses being an advisor, so he wants to be maybe William Ruto's advisor, or the like, or anything, or maybe secure an appointment somewhere, just like Atwoli did. Secured an appointment. So an appointment. So maybe that's also some of the things that Ngunyi is aiming at. But as usual, Kenyans huwa hawamwachi mtu kama huyu akae tu hivyo. So Kenyans had to respond. Kenyans had to respond to the tweets of Mutahi Ngunyi. Like there's one person, like for instance, there's one person by the name Afro Mambo who said, "Sleep mzee. In spy world, you would have been dealt with sawa. Probably you being a snitch again. Double agent. A snitch." Okay. Another Twitter handle or ex-handler by the name Odoyo Akode said, "People don't take you seriously now. You have become irrelevant and tasteless going forward. You are fizzling and fading at a very fast rate. I thought you should know all along, kumbe just a little gun for hire." A little gun for hire. Okay. Let's go to another tweet. There's a tweet by the account holder Mosh. He says, "I think once Ruto purchases you, you surrender your social media accounts, because if you are wise enough, you will notice it's not Mutahi Ngunyi tweeting." Okay. That is that. Then there's another Twitter handle by the name Kariuki wa Diaspora. "If William Samoei Ruto accepts all this, ex-Azimio political turncoats, he will dilute his brand and suffer our fate. Defeat UDA should put these born-again Azimios into political purgatory till 2028. Need more time to repent and have nothing to offer, or maybe fine cash 10 to 100K each." Okay. That is Karaoke or Diaspora. Then there's another one, Ngia Media, who thinks that, "Don't worry, Wajakoya will answer you loud and clear, and it will not be on this platform. You called for it." Okay. There's another Twitter handle by the name Festus MT. Yeah. Festus MT thinks that even the new master will not trust you, no matter how falsely and truthfully you may appear before him. Wajakoya was knew couldn't make such a meaningful impact in Kenya election. Lastly, guns for hire are not fired aimlessly, just reasonably. Okay, then there is three more tweets. There is a Twitter from handled by the name Larry Shikoli. My question is, in all this madness, what is there to enjoy as Kenyans? Who is really enjoying life just because Ruto gained and Raila lost? NGUNYI is just a prodigal son going back home where he belonged. Whether he is saying it's true or not, he must make UDA happy. That is what Rally Shikoli said. And Mungai Jr. thinks that Weko Yoa Tingiza Mti does in that order. Advise the sitting government, I thought that's why you should switch sides. Stop spilling beans on matters you keep on saying we need to move on from. Iron your dirty linens, iron your dirty laundry in private. And then Livingston Muchelule thinks that the NGUNYI of 2012 was seminal, had eating and helped to craft the Jubilee Juggermount. I say this with lots of respect, Prof. I think that your influence in the political landscape has been on the decline. I think that you are exaggerating your influence. Yes, so all those tweets have justified what I've shared with you previously there. And to be honest, NGUNYI anatafuta kazi na NGUNYI angoje Wajakoya atamjibu. Ama NGUNYI anataka kazi ya Hassan. Let's just don't insinuate. It's just a matter of time. Time will tell here, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to rest my case there. But until we catch up again in the next analysis, you can give us your comment below the comment section. And also, I kindly urge you, if you're not subscribed before, please consider subscribing to this channel. And to those who have supported this channel, I am forever grateful for your support, because without you, the channel would not have grown. For those who would like to like this video, please just do so. It is so important to get this video shared. And also to keep on getting our videos on a real-time basis, just hit the notification bell. It's very important. Till we catch up again in the next analysis, please stay safe and stay blessed.